UT Martin head coach Jason Simpson. The Skyhawks coming off a loss against Kennesaw State at home. They're going to go to Nashville this weekend, Tennessee State. The winner gets the Sergeant York Trophy. That's on Saturday afternoon. So, Coach, just some thoughts on your team, and we'll go to some questions.
Yeah, okay. Played a good team on Saturday, Kennesaw State. Give them a lot of credit, their coaches, their players. To elaborate on the game a little bit. I thought we played hard. Thought we were ready to play. Had a good week of practice. Got to a 10-point lead in the third quarter. Trying to get our 10th straight win at home and wasn't able to do it. The fourth quarter got away from us, and a lot of things, like I said, give them credit. Turned the ball over. Dresser made some great plays, but there was some few ill-advised throws that he hasn't made up to this point. So those turnovers hurt us. Defensively, we battled. Rob Hicks making 26 tackles. Now they did a great job of converting on some fourth downs, and they make you chase that option. And then we had a couple bad eyes, and they got us on a couple touchdown passes where they did a great job executing. But bottom line is, we were up by 3 in the fourth, and when we needed one more score, and we turned the ball over and a pick six. We still had a chance, with almost 3 minutes left, with ball at midfield to win the game, and didn't get it done. So disappointed. Credit to their coaches and their staff, to their team. And now we move back into OVC play, and excited about playing a very good Tennessee State team. Lose 4, win 3, and then drop the last 2. But they're very capable on any given day to beat anybody they line up against.
One question about last week, and then we'll look at this week. We talked about it last week. You don't see the triple option a bunch. How did that really impact you? And you probably won't see another triple option team again. If you make the playoffs and go 2 or 3 rounds, how does that prepare you though to when you face other teams, or do you just put that totally aside?
It's, I don't know. I've told our athletic director, I hope we find somebody else on the schedule whenever we got to return that game. That's a tough deal, especially them going to Conference USA. But it's certainly stranger players. It's certainly mentally and physically, and it beats you up pretty good, and they execute it. You're basically going forward on 4 downs. They are every time they get the ball. So it's tough. It's tough to handle. But I thought we played well enough on defense to give ourselves a chance to win it offensively, and didn't get it done this week.
So this week's game, you mentioned TSU had a winning streak, and then they got shut out for the first time in almost a decade. What about their offense, though? You've seen their quarterback obviously before when he was at Austin Peay. It's different. Their offense is different than what you saw last year from them.
Yeah, sure. Obviously, when Ellis, when he plays well, they're tough to handle. He's very mobile, good thrower, can beat you with his legs, and, got several quality running backs and receivers. So, they're very capable. And then defensively, very impressed with their schemes. They're well coached. They got good players, very disciplined. Last year we were fortunate enough to get the win, but Keon, our quarterback, made a lot of big plays in that game. It wasn't very clean. It was a very hard fought game till right there at the end, and I think a pick six kind of broke the game open. But so we expect to get their best, and hopefully we're able to have a good preparation this week, and a lot on the line for both teams this week.
And maybe I'm wrong, but looking at their defensive stats, it seems they're very balanced. They have a bunch of people that all have like between 49 and 23 tackles, and they throw a lot of people out there.
They got depth. You see a lot of guys playing. Yeah, they're the number 1 defense and total defense in the league. Not giving up a whole lot of points. I think, was it 353 a game total offense? So they strain you with their personnel. They strain you with their scheme.
So when you played Tech earlier this year, we asked you, but now 1 win and the Sergeant York Trophy stays there at your place. So just tell us again about, that's obviously a goal to win that trophy every year.
Oh, absolutely. It's sitting in the office in there. So that it's important to us. It's for bragging rights. And then it also mathematically, gets you to the last game of the year with an opportunity to go undefeated in the conference. So, it falls at a very important time for us. So we're, now you got to go, hold serve on the road and get back in the win column.
And you said this earlier, turn your focus back to OVC play. The schedule's obviously different. You normally wouldn't have a non-conference game so late. How do you sort of put that? Okay, we lost that game, but the big goal of the OVC is still there.
Yeah, I think the kids, we had good practice last night. I think the kids did a good job with it. They obviously were disappointed on Sunday. It dropped us out of, multiple polls and things of that nature. But yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. You move on, and luckily you got 2 conference games left, and you've played well enough to get to the end of the season to play. A lot of teams aren't playing games the last 2 games of the season with wins and losses of significance on the line, and we're able to do that. So we feel fortunate with that, and the old coach adage of trying to get 1-0 this week. That's all we're trying to do, because that creates a great opportunity the next week.
Well, that's perfect, Coach. I appreciate your time this morning. Best of luck in that game Saturday, and we'll talk to you next Tuesday.
Hey, thank you guys, appreciate it.